welcome to another Studio One, and that of course is the very wonderful Smiths, taken from an old tube session. And we have Morrissey in the studio with us, which is great. Morrissey, thanks for coming.
It's nice to be here.
Now, it's been an incredible success story for the Smiths, especially over the last year. I mean, just from becoming a cult band, you're now huge. You're topping every poll there is, practically in all the music press. Are you astonished by it or delighted?
I think delighted, because we expected it. We had very strong ideals and very high hopes, and we couldn't really consider failure, which a lot of people think is arrogance, but it's not. We were just very sure of what we wanted to do. And I think when you're really sure of what you want to do, you can do it.
Why do you think people do accuse you of arrogance? Because I know the music press have got a really rather funny tack towards you.
Yes, they do. I think I mean, this again sounds arrogant, but I think they probably feel that I'm somewhat too clever to do what I do, because, which sounds like absolute arrogance, but I don't think many journalists are really used to people who are making records having a very clear statements and very clear vision of where they want to go. It's very unusual, and when it happens, it makes people uneasy. Because
the old theory of most rock journalists being failed musicians is another one, isn't it?
It's absolutely true. I find it's absolutely true.
Because a lot of your lyrics are, as they say as well, very clever. Do you think they're just annoyed that they didn't write them?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It makes me sad because it's true, and it makes me sad because I think there's so many people involved in music who really don't consider it to be an art form, and they get quite shocked when something serious comes along, and I think that's really sad.
Now, your songs are very serious, and the lyrics are all to do with pain. At least that's the way it seems to me. Did you have a very painful youth?
Yes, I think I did, and yes, I most certainly did. And it becomes difficult to talk about it because people think it's your total standpoint, and you're trapped in your adolescence, and here I am plunging towards 26, yet I'm still talking about those times. I'm not really encased in that period, but it was painful. I mean, it was very troublesome, and I can't really forget it.
Are you a pessimist, though, or an optimist?
I think I'm an optimist because I'm here and I'm doing this. I think if I was a total pessimist, I would never have bothered. I would have just, you know, stayed in bed and didn't bother to do anything. So I think I'm an optimist.
You're getting quite a big chance now, because you've such an enormous amount of people who worship the Smiths, to make very, very good points, especially with the Meat Is Murder album. Now, do you have some sense of responsibility from that point, because people really are listening to what you're saying?
Yes, I think so, but it's good to have that sense of responsibility. I want it. I mean, if the Smiths were simply just another pop group, there'd be no point, really, because anybody can do that. It's easy. So it's really quite important to have a particularly precious platform, and for people to see you in a particular way. There are problems. We still find it quite difficult to get daytime national airplay because of that reason. But mostly it's quite gratifying.
Why did the Meat Is Murder thing come about? I mean, I realise you're a vegetarian, have been for some years, but why do you feel the necessity to get on a soapbox lyrically?
Well, because this is something which has never been covered, and never been covered certainly in music, or at any rate successfully. And it's something that gets no national attention whatsoever. Everybody's politically aware, there are benefit concerts, there are benefit records, etc. But this is something that people never ever talk about, and I felt that since there were so many people who felt strongly about it, that it really should have its place in music.
Right, well, let's have a look at it. This is Meat Is Murder.